Hey, what is up, Christianology fam? So we have obese people dying at an early age because they want to be body positive, but their body percentage is over 30%. Let's get straight to it.
Article came out a couple of days ago.
Yeah. What does it say?
And these are four social media influencers who were swept up by the movement that claims that obesity is perfectly healthy, body positivity. And the tragic truth is that they've all died under the age of 45. Brittany Sewer is one of those people.
I'm out of breath constantly. Um, and I wish I knew the cost of eating. I wish I knew the cost of the comfort at the time that I was seeking. And I just want this to be a warning to other people that just need to hear the hard truth, that if you if you keep it up and you keep, gaining and not taking care of yourself and moving around and doing what you need to do, your health is going to decline. Possibly, this is my experience, but my health declined. I do what I need to do, to take care of my husband and stuff still, and I make things work, and I can do the things that I need to do, but they're very, very hard.
But as a man, why would you let your wife that you care about get to this point? Come on, man. Y'all men gotta really stand up. Stand up. You see, women, they don't think sometimes. She's about to kill herself. We're eating. We're eating. Like, she didn't even check herself in the mirror that I might be too big. I can't breathe. What the freak? I'm going over this one flight of stairs and I can't even make it. As a man, you have to really stand up, man. Protect your house, protect your wife. Because if you let a woman lead, she's gonna destroy herself. You see what she's doing to her body? Because her man is not helping out. Her man is not being there for her, babe. I love you a lot, but still, you're getting too big. I don't want you to die before 80, okay? As long as we can control our health, as long as we can't control our health, like, you can still get cancer no matter what, but as long as you're not obese, you've like reduced the impact of diseases in your life. Let's say you get sick, you get COVID, you're not obese, you could fight through it. A week or two, you're good. But if you're obese, it might take you months to heal because your body's already stressed out with the heavy load. Our body can make it look like we're good, but we're not good. Look at her face, man. Look at it, sad. Look at her face. Look at her face. Is this healthy? Is this healthy? We can't even see her neck. Don't you think that fat is causing her throat to be closed? Come on, man.
I had to have help trimming my toenails the other day because I felt so out of breath trying to lean over and do my toes.
You need to give her a
There's just a
Zempic.
lot that is taken away from me,
I don't know, man.
and I
You should have
want
given
you
her
to
some
know that
Zempic.
it's not worth it. Food's not worth your life. And I really hope that I can turn it around this time because it's really scary how bad things can get. I was truly okay with dying. I accepted it, that it was just, this is just how it was gonna go. I was gonna eat myself until it all went away one day. I realized I can't give up. I cannot. There is too much riding on me being able to do this, and I have so many people that need me here, and I cannot let the things that have happened be the reason why it's the end for me.
I feel sometimes like, they ask, like, why do you get upset when you see this kind of stuff? And I say the same thing every time. It's like, to me, more than anything, this shit just sad. It's not even a condemnation thing. You would never see me going up somebody who's obese or trying to fix their life or whatever, or even just living their life and be like, say something. I would never say nothing. But when people get online and glorify it, that's when it just upsets me. It upsets me because I've seen people who had a lot to offer their communities and their families pass. See the sadness in their eyes when they got to deal with that high blood pressure and how much it
cancer
negatively impacts them. So it's just like, some people are like, oh yeah, you deserve it, whatever. I have none of that in my heart. Honestly, watching that girl and hearing the fear in her voice, all I felt was sad for her. That's it. I felt sad. And now she's dead, and her loved ones, the people that they all have to deal with that. So the reality is we're just dealing with a huge tragedy that's expanding more and more. So this guy here, TikTok star Waffler69, died of a presumed heart attack according to his brother. Real name, Taylor Lejeune. He did not flaunt his weight, but amassed 1.9 million followers by posting videos reviewing bizarre foods, including reindeer meat and thinned ham from the 1960s. His last video was posted a day before he died, showing him eating a giant Fruit Loop in milk.
The famed foodie, whose real name is Taylor, died on Wednesday night. His brother Clayton announced the sad news in a TikTok video.
He has passed away from a presumed heart attack.
Jamie Lopez, who starred in the reality TV show Supersized Salon, died from heart complications aged 37. So, a lot of people have been talking about it. So the article I sent you?
Article.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw what's your girl's name? Commented
girl?
on it. Yeah, your girl.
Whoa.
Yeah, your girl's name there.
Nah, see your smile when you say he's about to say some bullshit. Careful.
What's her name?
Yeah, nah, we're not doing that.
The trans girl.
Hey. Don't play me. Don't play me.
What's her name?
Why you saying it's my girl?
Oh, Blair White.
Why are you saying that?
It's your girl. You the one that discovered her. You knew about her before I knew her. So it's your girl. It's like Destiny's your girl, cause you know her before I do.
No, she's actually my friend. We spend time together. Why would you say Blair White's my girl? I've never spoken to her. I've never even talked to her about her.
You just never spoke to Blair White?
Yo, you are doing some weird stuff right now.
I'm just kidding, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
What? Okay, go.
No,
when you do it, it's jokes. When I do it, it's not jokes. Fuck out of here. Take your shit.
You're insinuating I have relationships with people I don't.
I said that's your girl.
And then they don't understand.
No, I was just saying,
so they about to start, yo, when did Abba start talking? And then it's going to start. You don't understand. That's what you do.
Nah, that's not what I do. I do the same thing that you do.
What I do? Whatever insinuated.
A whole bunch of shit.
Go ahead.
I always do.
Go ahead.
You don't know what you insinuate?
Give me examples.
No, I don't need to give you examples.
Okay,
You know.
there you go.
That's not how it works.
When you ask people to bring receipts,
nah.
all of a sudden, they
need-
just want to be like, I'm a loyal customer. Excuse me?
No, that's a good one.
Excuse me?
That's a good one.
Where's the receipt at? You don't get a
When
return.
you ask people for receipts, I listen to them like I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
Fa, 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 fa.
I know because I do that.
I know you do.
I've been shopping here
For
You
20
know me,
years.
Steven. You know me.
You know this face.
Yeah, Steven. I've been here and I bought this from you.
There are a lot of lies that modern progressivism tells, right? And unfortunately, because a large chunk of the population is stuck on stupid, they do believe them, no matter how obviously deceptive and insane the lies are. A lot of people believe them. I consider one of the most damaging lies that is told by the establishment is that you can be healthy at any size, that you can be obese and somehow happy. And that lie has spawned the absolutely hellish movement, fat positivity.
And I am 100% glorifying obesity, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's ironic, right? That it's called the fat positivity movement because they're not moving. Because
That's wild. That one got me. I'm not gonna lie.
That one got me.
I don't know where she got that from or if she wrote that herself, but that one was wild. Okay.
I was not expecting a jab.
I thought you were saying because there's nothing positive about it. And she went to the other word. And I didn't even see that one coming.
Brighter shots.
She caught me off guard.
TikTok has really taken the reins and has popularized it and taken it to this over-the-top level of exposure. We get to see these people documenting their journeys, their fat journeys. And what you're starting to see is these people are dying. Literally, famous influencers within this movement are passing away very young.
I ruined my life with food.
How'd you ruin your life with food?
And lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time. I ain't been to the store in 2 years, maybe more now, I guess. I went to the post office once and that was hard. I went to urgent care and I thought my legs were gonna give out from under me, because I had to stand there the entire time after walking in. You know, I kept just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just.
You prayed
make
to
it
sit
another
down?
second
Jeez.
until she was done with me.
Lord have
You know,
mercy.
I couldn't even probably go check the mail right now. Between, you know, the growth I have in my fupa, so not my apron, but my pelvic region.
Did she say my fupa? Is she talking about apron? Is she talking about her
Apron.
belly?
Apron, fupa.
Oh, those are actual body parts?
Well, fupa is what we. I don't think it's a
No, apron's a body part?
well, an apron. I mean, where you put an apron is, I believe, what it is like.
So was she talking about the belly?
Well, it's not a body part. Like, you don't have an apron,
Right.
and you don't have a fupa. So it's it's what we call parts of the bodies that are overdeveloped. Look it up.
So, like, let's say if you were like super obese, would you just call it a coat? Like, no. I'm not even trying to be.
You see what the fuck I gotta work here? No. You see what the fuck I gotta work with?
It's not to make fun. I genuinely don't know this lingo. When she said an apron, she said it casually. So she actually means her body fat looks like an apron.
Yes, because it hangs. Does it hang down low? Does it
disgusting.
touch it?
I don't watch this content. I don't know.
I don't watch it either.
Whoa, that is wild. That is wild. This kind of lingo.
Apron belly. What caused an apron belly?
Okay, let me just keep watching. This is crazy.
This is mine. Yeah.
I did not know.
Mind
How to
bugging.
reduce-
Like, I know about diaper booty.
I don't think
That's
that's
a BBO.
No?
All right, the BBO.
So is that
thing.
not a thing?
I don't think that's a toy. I know what you're talking about and
Yeah,
what you're
yeah. You know some people got diaper booty.
I don't think that's something.
No?
But
Okay.
a coat.
I don't know. Shit, I gotta lift my apron. I was like, I didn't know. Okay. that is-
It's like when you work in the service industry and you have to put an apron. It's really that. They have an apron. You need to wash, right? You have to lift that bitch up.
Gotcha.
At some point. It's not everybody that have a fupa. It's not everybody that have a belly. A fupa is normal.
The terminology is just crazy to me. It's like somebody saying, "Yo, listen, it's hard for me to walk around in my spacesuit." Like, that's a lot. The visual.
You never heard fupa?
No.
It's about 30, 40 pounds now. I go in January to see what it is, because apparently there has been a big misunderstanding where my doctor thought I was having issues with my apron. But no, it is the growth below that I have to physically move when I walk. Anytime I roll
Disgusting.
or move or anything, I have to adjust it. And
Big game. So you have, let me.
So
this is what this is what happened.
She got an apron.
This is what happened.
She's pregnant, but she's not really pregnant with a baby.
No,
She's pregnant with a growth.
No, because when you're pregnant, it's right here. When you have an apron, it's because it's on the legs.
Okay.
So the thing that happened is that you're not just lifting. You know when you have to go up the stairs and after that,
She do the Stairmaster every day.
You become tired.
Yeah.
But whenever she lifts her legs up, she has to lift the weight.
The apron.
The apron.
Yeah.
So her leg pushes
But what's
up.
the growth?
That's the apron. That's a growth.
No, she said under the apron there's
That's
a growth.
the fupa.
No, she said under the apron there's a growth.
Fupa. Apron. Fupa. Fupa is this. Is this.
fupa, yeah.
So the belly is the apron. An
That's
apron
disgusting,
belly
bro.
is the belly that is doing this. But the fupa is under. It's under. So that the growth under her coochie belly, if you will.
Does obesity come with a manual?
This guy. It comes with a manual and he makes the best tacos.
That is wild. There's a well-known activist, professor of fat studies, Dr. Kat Paws, say, who questioned the links
studies.
between weight and health, lost her life at age 42.
Hi, my name is Kat.
Links between weight and health, lost her life at age 42.
Hi, my name is Kat, and I'm usually the fattest person in the room. Join me on my Fat Positive radio show, Friend of Maryland, where we talk fat politics, scholarship, identity, culture, and activism with fat people from around the world.
The science isn't actually as clear-cut as we like to believe, and there's not really quite a consensus yet about the real relationship between weight and health. Obese people and even morbidly obese people have just as good of health, or sometimes even better health, than people who are in the healthy weight ranges.
Okay. Good luck to you, shorty.
I mean, that
Idiot.
was your job to study it,
And you
and
died.
you questioned whether there was a real link, and you died for it.
Goofy. Feeding martyr.
So, do you have a sort of soundbite response to people who just really firmly hold that position of like, yeah, but everyone knows fat is unhealthy, so it's right for them to start from that assumption point. I mean, I hope it's obvious to our audience that that's not the position we hold here at NAFA, but we know that there are folks all over the world in all different areas and disciplines who do hold that. And what's your sort of like quick dismissal of that?
I mean, honestly, rolling my eyes and walking away. Like I
Reasonable.
yeah, and to be really honest, Tigress, like I don't like in my own kind of activism and scholarship and stuff, I actually don't do work around trying to unpack the myths around fatness and health anymore, because I kind of finally realized that there wasn't really a point. Most people aren't really actually interested in being educated around it, and I kind of came to view that more as another form of respectability politics. The idea that fat people are only worth liberation, or only worth full humanity if in fact we're not unhealthy or something. Just isn't a useful or helpful kind of mean. So I don't tend to engage with those kinds of questions anymore.
That totally makes sense. I think that people were so freaked out about what they didn't know about coronavirus that they were looking for any information that sort of floated their way. And I think a lot of us are not as skilled at being able to look at the research and say, like, we might look at it with skepticism, but we're not as skilled at being able to take it apart. So walk us through a little bit of that, how you and your colleagues take that kind of research apart, and then when one of the first sort of friends of their family died, and it was like, oh, we're so surprised that this guy died, but he was overweight. So and there's this way that that just gets used as a like, oh, okay, so then it's not tragic that he died. Like, shouldn't we still be worried about that? Don't you think there are still people who cared about him and want him to be alive? And it's like, it is, as I said earlier, almost like that shrug. But
yeah, and I mean, we could see that.
Lady, your arm is look. The lady's arm is bigger than mine, and I actually work out. Y'all see this? I work out, and her arm is bigger than mine. Her fingers are fatter than mine. Lady, you have an issue. Why are you stuck? Because you don't want to change. You've attached yourself to this viewpoint that being fat is healthy because you don't want to put in the work. Losing weight is the hardest. Eating and gaining weight is the easiest part, but losing the weight, that's the hardest part because your body want to keep the weight because your body's too used to having the fat. But when you start trying, your body's going to adjust and it's going to be like, okay, she want to get rid of this fat. Let's help her out. And then you do it work and then the fat comes off. You eat healthy, you eat reasonable calories, you eat high protein, you work out, you train a lot. You do a lot of cardio. Your heart is going to be better. Your body's going to be better. Your mind's going to be better. Everything's going to be better. Sleep, digestion, everything. Once I started working out in August 2023, my life has been better. So much better. So much better. I actually took it serious. Eating healthy. Eating the right amount of protein. My life automatically became better. I'm not even going to lie. I had more energy. I was a little bit more focused. Right? My blood pressure went down a little bit, so it was amazing. All I gotta say is work out and eat healthy. If you can't work out, just eat healthy. Eat healthy. That's better than nothing. It's gonna take longer to lose the weight, but you're still gonna lose the weight at the end of the day. It's just gonna take a little bit longer because you're not helping your body burn fat quicker.
That even more clearly with like elderly people and people with disabilities. So I'm originally from Texas, and it was the Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick who actually said that grandparents should be willing to sacrifice themselves so they don't ruin the economy for their grandchildren. Like, we the unholy trinity of why we can't have nice things, white supremacy, patriarchy, and capitalism, have very much created a culture where people that are seen as less contributing or as more of a burden to society, they're expendable. And so that's, of course, fat people, old people, anyone with a disability, anyone with a chronic illness, poor people, it's and yeah, the result is that fat people die.
Listen, I actually don't entirely disagree with her. that we treat people who are less useful to society as a bit disposable, be it elderly or disabled. Seeing her dismiss the whole idea of like health at every size is kind of nonsense, and then her just kind of just brushing that off was a bit alarming. And the fact that she died shortly afterwards from a heart attack.
That's crazy.
It was actually unrelated.
What was?
The heart attack and her weight.
Freaking idiots.
This is
You
what
don't
I'll
think
say.
being
Yeah,
overweight
people
is going to
definitely
cause you to
do.
have a
I
heart
think,
attack? Your blood
when-
pressure is always high. You think your body's
older
going to get
people,
used to that?
I kind of get it because you've lived a longer life,
Right, like you don't care.
and so it's like if an older person dies versus a younger person, it's obviously less tragic, right?
Right.
You've lived 70 or 80 or 90 years, like. Like I'm not going to mourn for grandparents the same way I'm going to mourn for grandchildren. Like, I think most people would feel those two things are drastically different because you haven't lived a life. With people who are obese, the mindset, I suppose, is like people are eating away at their life. And they're not willing to make the changes, or they haven't been successful at making the changes. So it's like if they die, it makes a bit more sense. Doesn't make it right or a virtue, but it makes it understandable, I guess. It's just not something that I think is a great thing. And I also say, a lot of people are taking this opportunity to just dunk on the dead people and be like, oh, fuck yeah, whatever. To me, that's a wrong attitude.
Yeah, it's just
Celebrating this kind of stuff or whatever it is.
We should talk about it.
Yeah,
We should use them
some
as
people are
an
very hard-headed
example.
and some people are net negative in terms of how they influence other people. But celebrating their deaths in this way is never something I think we should ever encourage. If you have empathy for these people and you understand they're suffering, and many of them are trying to make a change, and they are making the change, it's just slow, or they're having setbacks often. The last thing that helps them is like you being there and being like, man, if you die, fuck, it's not helpful.
And also lying to them is not
Your
helpful.
own selfish desire to be like, yeah,
I'm better than you, right?
that's what you
I
deserve.
get that.
But is that really an empathetic thing to do? Is that even kind or helpful to the people?
Just take a middle ground, in my
The
opinion.
truth is, this obese person could be someone in your family. Would you be happy if those people died and didn't have a chance at redeeming themselves or fixing their issues? Would you really be happy? No. But here you are cackling and celebrating when it's somebody from a different family. That, to me, seems a bit heartless. So, I don't know. This whole topic is just sad to me. I don't know how people come at it and then they're gleeful and they're happy about these things happening. To me, it always stands.
Who is?
Plenty of people. Plenty of people online are celebrating. They laugh at, oh yeah, see what happened, fuck you. I get the whole idea of consequences to your action, a certain level of accountability, sure. It's not just entirely individual choice. A huge part of it is, I agree. But another part of it is, like we talked, the societal factors that influence it, right? We don't make being healthy the most easiest choice in a lot of places. We don't make walking an accessible tool in a lot of places in North America. Nope. We don't give people access to public transport that's effective for people to get around. You just tell people essentially like, yo, either you gym or you start running. Like in a lot of places in the world, a lot of people are healthy and they never go to the gym or run. You wonder why? Because walking is an option. Because taking public transport, natural forms of exercise that are very effective is an option. We don't also have a thing where our foods are just constantly laden with all kinds of things and preservatives that are going to make you more obese for no reason. It even affects people who are not obese and makes them unhealthier too. So we have foods in our industry that works actively against us to keep us from being healthy. There's a lot of different things that make us complicit in the fact that other people are making these poor choices and getting to the point where they're dying from obesity or whatever it is. Yeah, it's not just entirely a thing like, oh, individuals are... Here's something that's fucked up. Some people are born into families that just fuck them. Like...
Yeah, overweight.
Losing weight, okay, a lot of people come back from it. When you start off as a kid and you're morbidly obese, you know how hard it is to come back from that? And study after study shows, when you're raised in it, the odds of you coming out of it are extremely slim.
All our family have big bones. No, you've been eating crap since, well, your grandma gave you crap, like mama give crap to the kids. And it's been crap giving from generations to generation. But I don't necessarily blame y'all because the food thing in the States is weird sometimes. Finding some place with healthy food is weird. Very weird. Even from us, whenever we go, wherever we go in the States and stuff like that, and we have like an Airbnb and healthy food around sometimes is tough to find.
Super tough. Very difficult. And then if you want to get it, you either delivery or you got to drive there. So, and you're going to be driving for a minute.
Yeah. So it's like the food situation is weird.
Yeah.
And it's even worse if you're poor. If you're poor, it's like they make legislation for you to eat crap.
So you've already got diabetes. You're not even an adult yet.
Oh, it's written somewhere in your agenda. Like, it's for later for you.
Yeah, before your graduation, you get 2 certificates.
It's crazy.
And an EpiPen and some insulin. Like, come on. Like, societally speaking, I think we don't engineer things in a way that's thoughtful or considerate or engaging in practices that are most healthy for people. So, again, that's why I don't look at this issue as a simple, like, oh, you ate it, so fuck you. It's like, man, yo, starting in your 20s at 400 pounds, and you've never really learned to eat differently, and you guys are just cackling when these people pass away, it's like, their families fucked them. Generationally, they got fucked.
The setback is real. Some of y'all families set you back.
Yep.
Mentally and physically.
Yep.
That's real.
Yep. So, all this to say, I understand, and it's okay to say people need to be accountable for what they're doing. Absolutely.
All right, man. Y'all better take care of your health. You only got one body. Make good use of it. Don't let your body's a temple, especially if you're Christian. Your body's a temple. Once you find Christ, you really want to exercise. You really want to. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's for me. It might not be for you, but once you find God, you want to protect your temple. You want to exercise. You want to live long, and be able to see your grandchildren grow. Yeah. So, hey, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to check the next video out. See you in the next one. Peace.